Like I can already feel like you guys are gonna like do cool stuff.
Into the motive.
Just being good to one another.
Yeah. You guys are doing a good thing here.
The people at the top collaborate, and the people that are at the bottom compete.
Yeah, it resulted in me shooting him.
I was charged with 109 and a 50.
Ultimately, you'll get to where you want to go if you push yourself enough.
I genuinely love this conversation.
I love the Motive Podcast.
Welcome back to the Motive Podcast. I'm your host, Leo Kosuch. Alongside me is my co-host, Kyle Cohen. And joining us today, guys, we've had him on the pod before. The owner of CMG Landscaping, real estate investor, entrepreneur, guy does it all. Guys, please welcome to the podcast, Mr. Chase Gallagher. Chase, thank you for being here.
Leo, Kyle, thank you guys for having me for part two.
We're back.
I'm intrigued to see, what we're going to be talking about, what value we can bring to the people that are watching.
100%. So, obviously, it's right as at the time we're filming this, it's mid-May right now. Business is popping. Mother's Day, as a matter of fact. Yeah, shout out to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, business is popping, especially on the landscaping side of things. So what's your normal week look like right now in this busy season for CMG Landscaping?
During the week, Leo, it's basically like waking up 6:30 and answering text messages, emails, phone calls, and then from there I get into like catching up on certain proposals and admin work for an hour or two. Then I get into sales from, let's say, 9 to 5, 6. There's obviously operational phone calls and calling the guys and organizing things in my office, and then like picking up checks, you know what I mean, and just fucking running around like sales, follow up, posting on social media, trying to push the needle forward.
So following up, you're running around, everything. So what was I gonna say? Oh, so that was a normal day, but like what's a normal like week look like? What do you say?
Like a normal week this time of year, I'm trying to focus on my business, so I'm not traveling, so I'm hitting the gym a couple times a week, 3 to 6 times a week. Lots of sales appointments, anywhere from 15 to 28 estimates a week. And then, working late, up early, working weekends, putting out fires, just doing what a business guy does, finding solutions.
Right. For sure.
Is that a good answer?
That's a great answer.
Right.
Love it.
That makes sense to me. I got you.
What's the workout schedule look like?
The workout schedule has been like pretty on par this year. Like I've been doing less running.
Okay.
Less running. I go to the gym and I just do the stair stepper for, like I say I'm going to do it for 15 minutes and I sit there like banging out shit and I do it for 45.
Yeah.
Then I go and do like basically every day's arm and chest day. And
no leg day?
Well, I've been doing more leg day recently.
Okay,
so like,
good.
Like I just go there and I look at the machines and I'm like, all right, I haven't done that one in a little while. Like I'm gonna do that one, and then like let me get the fucking barbell thing going. I like doing that one, like with the just fucking like that.
The leg day's out in the field. Come on now, you got the wheelbarrow, you got the shovel. Come on, that gets the legs going.
Yeah, that's back day for sure. Yeah. But and then also Leo, like some days like, let's say it's 5:45. I wrapped up my sales appointments, and I see one crew's over here, and they still have X amount of yards to go. I'll get in there and fucking like be on site and make the jobs more efficient.
Yeah.
And that's helped out tremendously, and I love doing that. I really love doing the work too, but you got to stay away from it.
Right. Yeah. So how big is your team right now that you've built?
Right now it's about 11 people.
Okay.
We just hired another guy. It's supposed to start in about a week, possibly next week, and we have two 3 foremen, 3 like crews, and then my project manager has his truck, and then I have my Cybertruck, and then I have Corey in the office, and she's answering the phone calls. What we'll do now is I'll do the estimate. I'll text her the videos of the proposals. So sometimes, most of the time, it's like 3 different estimates in one estimate, if that makes any sense. So she'll take the videos, type them all up, and then at the end of the day, I'm circling back on those, editing them, and sending them out.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So how many like sites are you operating on within a day? Like with that team of 11 people, is it like 1, 2, 3, 2?
Usually 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
Usually 2. With the third crew now, it's gonna be, 3. Yesterday we did 3 jobs.
Okay.
So yeah.
What do those jobs look like? Like what's like you do like. Because you do like it's not just like basic landscaping, you do project based landscaping, right?
Right.
So what do those look like?
So most of them are design and build or design and install projects where we're redesigning the front of someone's house, ripping out the old shrubs, installing new ones, or we're building a new walkway, or we're fixing a drainage problem on their property, or this time of year we're doing tons of property cleanups and mulching. So like yesterday, my one crew banged out a rip out and install with some hardscaping edging. That was like $6,400 or $6,600. The other crew did a $2,500 spring cleanup, which is like edging beds, weed prevention, mulching, and then we finished the day with a $1,500 like mini little cleanup.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I saw with your team the other day you were celebrating Cinco de Mayo. How was that? Was that fun?
Dude, that was so much fun. I love like I think about that now every time I pull into my house. Like I got to do that more.
Yeah. Were you guys like cooking up? Were you guys cooking up somewhere?
Carne asada, pollo.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know pork in Spanish, but basically one of my foremen, like his wife works for me too, and so they went to guys like, yo, just go to the food store, get what we need, and I'll pay you. So like they'll go to Costco and get a cooler full of food of like meats, and then you just start the grill up, get the little speaker going, and it's a fiesta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, love it. What's your go-to Chipotle order? Are you a big Chipotle guy?
I used to eat Chipotle all the time. My go-to is definitely a bowl with chicken, like sour cream, corn, cheese, pico de gallo, I think. Always I usually get 2 bags of chips or a large bag of chips. I'm just eating the whole bowl with chips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No fork needed.
No fork needed, dude. I'm addicted to their chips.
Yeah. What's it like? You said you used to eat more Chipotle. Are you on like anything else right now? What's it like? What's your go-to spot?
So I've been doing meal prep like almost this whole year, where like I get my meals on Sundays, and I just sit there, like I'll bring it to lunch or dinner, heat it up at my house. So I've been doing a lot of that, and then I do, I go out to eat probably 3-4 times a week. So, and then if I'm not doing meal prep, unfortunately it's Chick-fil-A. Like you'll see me in Chick-fil-A all the time.
Unfortunately, that seems fortunate to me.
It's a blessing. It's just probably not the healthiest thing, but where else am I gonna get like a box of tuna with like lettuce and like super healthy? Like that I'm getting that at Chick-fil-A, but. You get what I'm saying. Like, I can't go out fast. I can't go through a drive-through and get like meal prepped meals. You know what I mean? With like macros and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I can escape Chick-fil-A run without a milkshake or something like that. It's just too good.
Dude, I used to do that, and I stopped doing the milkshakes.
Really?
Like
it's not often enough for me where it's like, all right, I'll treat myself a little milkshake, and they're so good. So
they're so good, bro. I get the grilled chicken wrap.
Yeah, that's what I get.
Extra Chick-fil-A sauce, just dunk that shit in there.
Yeah. Have you seen the one where it's like if you get 20 chicken nuggets and then it's like the ultimate meal where it's like you get the chicken nuggets, then you get a mac and cheese, dump the mac and cheese in there, then get like buffalo sauce and ranch, and then it's like a salad of chicken and cheese, bro. That's fire.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry. Kyle, are we gonna do some mulching this year again, Kyle?
Yeah, are we able to?
It's about that season.
Okay.
Yeah, and so last year, me and Kyle did the mulching for our house.
It's been 2 years.
Well, it's been 2 years. And
I swear to go along with that.
Yeah, and I have the scar right here because the wheelbarrow broke on me and I sliced my leg open. I had to get like 4 stitches.
No way.
Yeah, it was so.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the funniest fall I've ever seen in my entire life. This kid like slowly just.
I had the
wheelbarrow like tipped over, and then like because all of his weight was going one way, he just like slowly falls over with the wheelbarrow.
No, like so picture a wheelbarrow. It was full of mulch, and like the wheel literally just came off the axle, like the front wheel, it just came off the axle, and I just like stopped and I fell over and somehow it sliced my leg open. You could see like
it was small but like deep.
You could see like the fat in my leg, right?
It was
like deep. Yeah, I didn't feel it at all. It was crazy, but yeah.
That is crazy. Did you have to go right to the ER or whatever?
I went to like urgent care and they just gave me like 4 stitches. Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting. Have you ever had any like accidents on the job site?
I'm sure I have.
Nothing major,
but
That's a good thing.
Nothing where I've had to go to the ER or the emergency room. I know my one guy one year got stung by like 4, 5, 6, 7 bees like at once, and we had to take him to the ER.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I know this girl who, it's not funny, but she
it's not funny as he's trying not to laugh.
It's not funny, but she she like went back in the woods with like her friend and like accidentally like stepped on a beehive, and they got like stung like over 100 times. Like just got swarmed with bees. Like I could not imagine that, bro. that's a rough one. But anyway, yeah. So we were talking cars. So you pulled up in the Corvette, but the new addition to the fleet, the Cybertruck, the CMG Cybertruck, quite the controversial car nowadays. Unfortunately,
It's crazy.
What's life like driving the Cybertruck?
You know, life is extremely comfortable and fast. I can click a couple buttons and it's cooling, it's heating, it can drive itself. And this seat is like it's like a recliner basically.
Okay.
So when I'm driving the car, it has super tight steering, all 4 tires are turning. Now the other side of that is like what I put on my Instagram story yesterday, where it's like I'll be driving down the road and someone's calling me a Nazi whore with their middle finger up at me.
I don't understand that.
Or I'll go through
all.
downtown Westchester like 2 months ago, and like 8 students are running after the truck saying "F you." It's like, sweetheart, like stay on the sidewalk, number
actually?
one. And yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like just because you're driving the truck by.
Like, is this like on a daily basis? Would you say? Because I know a guy who drives a Cybertruck. He's like, yeah, I get flipped off like every day.
Yeah, it's on a daily basis. Like there's that, and then you'll just be driving down the road and people like middle fingers up at you, but like you don't notice it. You're like, wait a minute, what was that?
It's like what does that do for society? Yeah, like
Nothing.
flipping off someone with a Tesla Cybertruck. Yeah, that's gonna solve our problems.
Yep.
Like it honestly makes no sense.
Would you ever get like a road rage? Any problems with that? Like someone like just
With the Cybertruck?
yeah, just like someone like
I don't-
like tailgating you and just
I
like.
mean, here's the thing: if you get in a road with a Cybertruck, you can just get away so fast, or you
that's
can
true.
just you're in
you're
like
faster than everybody.
you're in a
right?
9,000-pound bulletproof truck. Like you can just freaking run someone over. Like, come on now.
Right. It is bulletproof. I haven't gotten in a road rage incident with the Cybertruck, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean that's good.
Remember like a couple months ago when you were texting me about like wanting me to drive you around on the Cybertruck for like a bit?
Yes.
I was like, I wonder if he's texting me to drive this just so I can be the one that's getting road raged at. No,
the purpose of that was so when I go from estimate to estimate, like it's like I get my time back.
yeah, I know. Yeah. It's honestly crazy though. All the stuff I see is just like the protests in Westchester are so funny to me.
It's crazy.
Like I there was a big protest in Westchester. I just go by, I just like be like just doing dumb stuff. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. And guys, we got a new pope, by the way. And can we talk about his name? Pope Leo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. My pop is very happy because he's first American pope ever, which is like crazy. Like no one would have ever thought that was coming. And then he's a graduate of Villanova, so everyone's like, yeah, that guy like ordered Wawa, like the Pope ordered Wawa. Like it's actually crazy how he's from here. So yeah.
There's a
Are
little bit more-
you guys Catholic?
I am.
He
Kyle's
is.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say it's interesting. Like I was learning a little bit more about him. I forget. It might have been like TikTok or something. But he speaks like 5 languages. He lived in Peru and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Chase, are you a big like TikTok guy?
Dude, I am. It's just so bad.
Oh, well, we're a big Insta Reels guy. We're in that group chat with me, you, and Logan. Oh, we be sending each other the most craziest reels of
like
all
I'll
time.
be silent for 2 weeks and then I'll be like just getting some time to send, and it's like the most craziest shit I see on Instagram.
If we went through our reels, it would be crazy, bro.
He'll
I don't even-
randomly
I
show you,
don't-
like, what did Chase Gallagher just send me? And then he shows me this wild reel I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, what is this?
Yo, I send this stuff because I'm thinking to myself, where does this come from? Like post my little business shit and stuff, and then it'll be like, I can't even say some of this stuff.
But yeah, it's
But it makes me laugh so much.
bro, we'll just be dying.
They're so out of
laughing,
pocket.
dude.
It's funny. I can't.
Yeah, they're always
They're out
so
of pocket. That's the purpose of it. It's just
Yeah.
like it's so out of pocket. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It's just like out of your daily routine. That's why it's so entertaining. Like it's just like a little hit of this, little hit of that. It's a crazy world.
So is TikTok, bro. It's funny as hell.
I'm not on TikTok as I'm like hardly on TikTok. I'm only on Insta, but hey, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, you've been determined to stay off TikTok, although
I've just like never gotten into it. I don't like I used to, but I'm just like Reels does the job for me. Like,
You would
know what I mean?
100% if you had TikTok and if you were like on TikTok, I feel like you would definitely get hooked.
No, I
Like,
would.
you would definitely be.
It
on
would be
that
the
one.
same thing as Instagram.
It would be the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's very addicting. TikTok is crazy as hell.
I remember the first time. So we had a run club this past summer, and you pulled up to the Cybertruck in that. We were all checking that out. First day you pulled up in that. Pretty
That's
baller.
right, the fucking
But
Is the Cybertruck bigger than a normal truck? Is it bigger?
yeah.
maybe.
I mean,
I don't know. Like
The wheels are huge.
yeah.
Yeah. I would say yeah. The bed isn't, but
Right.
like it's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Run Club, bro. I'm looking forward to this summer.
When
Cole,
does that pop back off?
I had a talk with Cole. He'll be at my grad party, by the way.
All right.
But yeah, Cole's got to get that up and running. I think he has plans to do that like this summer because he's down in Florida right now.
Right.
He's been down there, but I think once he pops back, he's planning to start it this summer again, which will be fun. I love that. That was such a fun like routine. It was hype that we got you coming out there once in a while every Saturday. Some good people there.
Saturday mornings, running around Westchester,
Twin Valley Coffee.
Twin Valley Coffee. You know, it just makes a community feel like home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I gotta hit this up
Yeah,
if it gets start running
definitely.
again.
It's just like good vibes. And like I was telling you the other day, so I committed to Westchester University, and I mean I don't think I've talked about this on the pod. Like I didn't announce my decision yet. So it ended
Let's
up
go to Westchester.
after 2 years of like talking about it on the pod, I'm going to Westchester just because like honestly, I just feel like I have too much here with like the pod, with Chris Rafter, with like all the connections I have around here. It's just like it's hard for me to leave at this exact moment. Like I feel like here it's still like peaking. Like I'm not at the peak where I have to like leave yet. But like with that being said, I definitely thought about going somewhere else. I was between it came down to Tampa and here. And Tampa is so sick. The university's so sick. And I was about to pull the trigger on Tampa. But I was like, Westchester is literally free. It's free college. I can stay here for a year totally for free and like keep building the connections. And then maybe in a year, maybe like if I've exhausted the connections and I've like kind of like gotten to a point where I feel like moving somewhere else could be beneficial, maybe I could go to another school. But for now, it's free. I have a full year here. I'm looking forward to it. Got a lot of potential coming up, so I'm hyped for it.
It's a great city we live in, or like town, or whatever you want to call it.
Great area.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like that's the thing with Penn State that I couldn't like. I was also between Penn State. I just didn't like being in the middle of nowhere. Westchester is so nice. But then you have Baltimore an hour and a half away, Philly 45 minutes away, New York.
Yeah, don't talk about Baltimore. You have like New York City, and you have like
I'm
DC.
Baltimore's the worst.
I'm just saying.
What is this
Baltimore's
guy?
nothing besides the harbor.
All right,
It's
all
doing
right.
nothing
And
there.
literally like out a block outside the harbor is just this straight.
I'm
hood.
just thinking out loud here. Come on.
Okay.
But you got like all these major cities is my point.
DC, New York City,
DC.
Boston's not too far from us.
Yeah. So
Easy flight down to Florida.
yeah.
Yep.
Great area. And I went out to Arizona. You were out there at the same time. It's sick. I loved it out there, but I could never. It was just it's too far in the middle of nowhere for me. Like outside of Phoenix, like in Scottsdale and everything around Phoenix, like it's literally nothing. Like it's just desert for like 10 hours, like outside of Phoenix. You know what I mean? Like, and it's 25 hours across from Philly. Like I couldn't go out there. I just felt way too much like in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you got that vibe. Like I feel like if I was out there with people, which you would be at college, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on that either.
Yeah, and it's like moving across the country when you're 18 years old. You know, when you have what you have here, is a tough decision.
Yeah.
And like, so I mean, I love Scottsdale. I love Phoenix. It's such a beautiful city. A lot of great vibes out there, but I visit there for a week or two at a time. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah, for sure. And speaking of the boy Chris Rafter, like I was telling you about, the musician, I played with him last night at a gig on drums. It was awesome. Can't complain. Beautiful house.
Didn't sell the bag. Didn't screw up.
Didn't sell the bag. I got because Joe, the great guy, the drummer, he was on
the Joker.
he was on vacation, so he was like, I need a drummer. I was like, yeah, I need drums because usually I'm his video guy, but I also play music, so got to play the drums. Dude, it was dream come true, honestly, just because like I've been wanting to play with a band like that was that good for so long, and it's just like it's so awesome when you can just play for 20 minutes and just like have the guitarist just solo and just keep going and just jam like it when you have a band of like that quality. So it was so good, and yeah, I was grateful for that. He'll be playing at my grad party too, June 14th. Come on now.
So you are a drummer.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I play drums, piano, and a little bit of guitar.
Wasn't your best instrument probably the piano or no?
My best It's honestly, I would like a year or two ago, I would say yeah, but honestly, I think it's drums now. Like piano for me, it's like once I learn songs, yes, I can learn like anything and then play it. But I can't play piano like on the spot where it's like because I don't know theory that well. So it's like, oh, if you want to jam in this key, I can't like jam on piano. But drums, it's just like you're just like grooving, so it's like easy to jam. Like it's easy for me to pick it up.
Yeah.
So whatever, yeah, it's cool. Beautiful house, by the way, too.
In Radnor, you said?
It was in Radnor. Yeah.
Nice.
So what's up with your real estate? What's going on in that neck of the woods?
The real estate thing has been pretty chill. I bought another property the beginning of this year. We flipped it, and I just got it rented out last week. Thank fucking God. The rental market's been slow. Post-COVID, it's been a lot longer to rent out these properties, so their vacancy has extended. And then I have another property I'm working on potentially developing, but I'd sell it to a builder and they would actually build houses on it.
Okay.
So that's like my bigger play right now. And, buying some real estate every year for the tax benefits, for the leverage control and cash flow, appreciation, all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we get interest rates to come down a little bit at the end of this year and refi some debt and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of like tax benefits, doesn't the Cybertruck get a tax write-off for the 6,000 pound thing?
Yes, sir. So since it's above 6,000 pounds, I think it's like section 179. Since it's solely a business vehicle, you can write off the full amount of it within the same year.
Okay. Yeah.
Are most trucks above 6,000 pounds or no?
Most of my trucks are, but not like regular F-150s. They're not. I don't think so.
They're like right around there.
Yeah.
But I don't think they quite are.
Right.
But yeah, man, for sure. And also I'm playing a gig at VK Brewing May 23rd on a piano, so pull up there if you guys want to stop by.
Is that the night of our last day of school?
No. Isn't our last day of school the 27th?
Definitely not.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is our last day of school. I don't know.
Are you guys doing full days, or what does your schedules look like?
Yeah.
But I
This week's light. We just have Monday and Friday this week, and then we have like cyber school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because there's like state testing
we got
going
state
on,
testing
and we
that
don't
already,
have to
we
do
already
it.
took it's usually like the underclassmen take that. We
Yeah.
already did that. You have to pass them to graduate, but we already passed and we're good.
Yeah.
So we really don't have to go into school for 3 days, which is so nice.
The
I think we have like literally 6 days of school, like actual school.
It's crazy. The end of senior year, so it's craziness. I'm trying to pull a lot of strings here for the end of senior year. Some are working, some aren't.
Dude, I can't believe. Can you talk about the one?
So I'm gonna talk about. So first of all, I'm speaking at graduation. I'm the graduation speaker, so that'll be hype.
One of them.
I got a great. Yeah, I'm the closing speech. So I got the great.
You're the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So I got a great speech cooked up. So I'm excited for that. Got the speech. Very grateful for the opportunity. And then I'm doing the senior video. So I'm making a video for our class. And I'm like trying to interview everyone, get everyone's like videos in, like talk about our senior year and everything. Because I don't know, it's like, it's sentimental at the end of the day. It's bittersweet. It's coming to an end. Like I've been with these people for 13 years of my life. Like it's crazy. It's crazy that this is it. Like it's coming to an end of a chapter, end of an era. Great memories, great childhood. But and then the other thing, I was trying to get our senior prank, right? So I was trying to organize this senior prank. You know Ethan at Chester County Airport, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was talking with him about landing a helicopter in our senior parking lot for
What did he say? What did Ethan say?
So he was all for it. He was down. So then I asked the head of security at our school. He was like, I love the idea. He asked the West Goshen Police Department. They were like, I love the idea. We're all for it. Then he asked like the principal. She was for it. And then on Friday, this past Friday, I went down to the principal's office because I wanted to talk with her. And then because I emailed the superintendent, that was the last person I needed to get to, the head of the district.
Yeah.
And then of course that was a no-go for him. So we got through literally everyone at our school was all for it, including the helicopter, except the top dog at the district. So it kind of sucks. But
maybe you can convince him otherwise. I don't know, but
I doubt it. at
Like,
this
what
point.
was his reason? Did he give you any reason?
I guess it's just too much. No, they honestly didn't give me a reason, because like I didn't talk with him directly yet. He just told like the principal, like our principal, and then she told me. But she was like, "I'm glad you asked," but I mean I can only assume that it's just too much of a liability. You know what I mean? Like that's.
I guess.
I
but it's
guess,
Like, come
but
on.
it
Like,
doesn't
it's a
make sense,
school-wide,
yeah.
like, prank that I feel like would be memorable
That's what I'm saying.
and be fun. And, like, it doesn't really, like, the people that, like, keep people safe are, like, on board with it.
Yeah,
So
and
it's like,
that's
it doesn't
what I'm
really make
saying.
sense. Like, the
Yeah,
police is on with
doesn't-
it.
It doesn't make
And
that much sense.
what's Ken Arena, the head of security?
Yeah.
Like the helicopter would just land and what? Like that?
we were gonna try to have like someone come in on it too.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Like
but-
you.
I mean,
Yeah, but you were also trying to get.
we're gonna try to get like an Eagles player or something like sick. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Do you have connections like that or what?
Like throughout the school, yeah, I think we could make it work. Like the head of security who was for it, he knows like Big Dom at the Eagles, like Big Dom. So anyway, he came up with another idea. He's like, "Hey Leo, for the senior video, how about we do like a bunch of guest celebrity cameos? Like, hey, congratulations Westchester, your class of 2025. Like with like celebrity cameos, like get like an Eagles player to say that." I was like, "That's a cool idea. I didn't think of."
You
Like,
have to
we
drop
could do
some
that.
money on that though. Like,
No, just like
Okay.
connections. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see.
That would be fucking dope if Landon Dickerson was hopping out of
Yeah,
a
right.
helicopter or
Yeah,
something.
That would be hype. So I forget, Chase. Did you graduate high school or no?
Yeah, I graduated
Okay.
high school. I did online high school the last 2 years, but
Okay.
technically I do have like a GED or whatever from Downtown East. What do you get? GED, right? Or what
I
I
think,
think
so.
so. Yeah, sounds right. I'm not even sure.
I don't even know. All I know is that they give you a diploma saying you graduated high school.
yeah,
Like, come on.
diploma
Got the
or
piece of
whatever.
paper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Yeah, I mean they make it pretty hard not to graduate. Like at this point, you know what I mean? Like if you just do a couple things, like you can walk across the stage. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the summer. Big things coming. Is landscaping usually like always continuously like popping off in the summer? You're just on a daily rotation, a weekly schedule.
Yeah, we're working throughout the summer, fall, and parts of winter. And what happens really is it's on go mode up until about July 4th when everyone starts taking their longer vacations and stuff. And so then calls kind of slow down, lead source, slows down. So that's when I usually do my like longer traveling and stuff like that.
Okay.
Do
got
you
any
guys-
plans this year?
I got a couple, but what do you guys like? Do you guys have your senior travel trip? Isn't there a thing with that?
Senior week type
Yeah,
of thing.
senior
Well, you got
week.
your
Yeah.
senior week, and then like I know in my grade, the parents would take out the senior for a week trip or something like that. Like some people are going to Europe.
Another week.
Yes.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. We
Nah,
don't get that.
I know there's some people that do a senior trip. Like when I was out in Arizona, we were at Sedona. Like it's like I don't know if you know Sedona. It's like
Yeah.
national park. Type.
Yeah, I know Sedona.
So we were out there and we were up in like the rocks, up on a trail, and there were a bunch of kids like on a senior trip there. So I was like, wow, that's cool. They were like from Florida, but yeah, we don't do like an official like senior trip, I guess.
What
There's
trips
senior
do you
week.
guys
So
have
our
planned?
senior week, a lot of people go to Outer Banks.
Yeah,
That's right.
a lot of kids are
Really,
going
you
to the
guys are
Outer
going to Outer
Banks.
Banks?
Yeah, a lot of people go to
Yeah.
Outer Banks. I think some parents probably don't like that because it's kind of far.
Yeah,
But it's like, 'cause
I
you know
guess.
what kids are doing. But
Are you guys going to Outer Banks?
I'm
nah,
not.
I
but-
really have no interest in that.
Really?
I mean, I might maybe for a day or two. It's
I'm
the
not.
it's the
It's
week of
not.
my graduation party. But it's just like a big it's a big party scene. You know?
No,
what I
I know
mean?
exactly what happens at senior week. I didn't go to senior week because I was fucking working all that week.
Exactly. Well, that's like what I'm gonna be running the pod. I'm gonna be doing
Right.
stuff like I might be going on like tour with this musician guy for a bit. Like I might like I don't know. It's
you could definitely, if you wanted to, I feel like. But
yeah. If
I don't
wanted
even feel
to,
like you
but-
want to because I don't want to.
Not necessarily productive things happen at senior week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's my point.
I know not a bunch of people, but a couple people in my brother's grade. They, it was Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh yeah.
People
Ocean-
were robbing, drugstores. They got locked up for 4 or 5 years. They were trying to rob, drugstores for pills. Like you get on so
Yeah.
much drugs down there that the kids start going crazy, and it's no good behavior.
Yeah, my cousins went to Ocean City, Maryland, and the name of their senior week house that they would rent out like year after year. Their school, it was named the Cocaine Castle.
Right.
It was like
Cocaine, Molly, all these bad
Yeah.
the bad drugs that I'm sure Yeah, it's just not a good situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but me personally, me and 4 of my buddies, we're going to Myrtle Beach in July.
Okay.
So that's like my own little thing. But we
I went there
anything
last year.
Crazy. So
It was all right.
you went there last year. It was alright.
Yeah.
You say it's alright. What's the vibe there?
I don't want to like put down your trip.
'Kay.
I think I told you this last year when I went to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
For me, it was just like, it was like it was the Jersey Shore, just slightly not as nice. Just because around Jersey there's a lot of money, like down at the Jersey Shore. Myrtle Beach is like kind of in the south where there isn't as much money right in that like area, but it's just kind of like it just seemed like a long drive for a very similar Jersey Shore like experience.
Okay.
But it's not to put it down. Like
No,
you
it's
have
fine.
a blast.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think it really matters because like either way, even if we were, like, I don't know,
Yeah, you're
we're
just with the
staying
boys.
we're staying with the boys and like
yeah,
nice little condo type thing
yeah,
and right on the beach. It's like what is there to complain about? Like
Yeah.
I don't want to even compare it to anything. Just like have
Yeah.
fun for what we got.
exactly.
So I'm
So
I'm
you're
hyped for
going down to
that.
Myrtle Beach this summer. Any other trips
Yeah.
planned?
I'm going to New York City for a little missions trip, evangelizing in New York City, which would be really cool with me and like 14 other people from my church. So that'd be
Nice.
dope. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm going to sorry, were you?
No, go ahead.
I'm going to Paris
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
last
Have you
week.
never told me about this?
Last week of June, first week of July for like 10, 11, 12 days.
I think you might have said something about this. What are you doing out there?
So my sister got into this Paris ballet, like one of the best ballets in the world. She's like a very competitive dancer. But she got into the school, so we're like, let's make a trip out of it, go to Paris. I've never been to Europe. I've really been wanting to go to Italy. Like that's my dream.
How old's your sister?
She's like 18 months younger than me, so she's like 16. So
How long's her school out there?
it's like she's out there for like 3 weeks maybe.
Okay.
Dude, how have you never mentioned this to me?
It's coming together as
Okay.
we speak.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, I've never been to Europe. I've been wanting to go to Italy. We wanted to go to Italy this year, but it's the year of Jubilee. It's called. It's a big like Catholic pilgrimage. So there's like millions and millions and millions of people coming to Italy, and like the prices are just crazy. It's gonna be
Yes.
packed.
Yeah.
Like if we wanted to do anything in Rome, anything in Florence,
Right.
anything in
Right.
like Milan, it's just like all of Italy for the next year is just packed because it's a big like pilgrimage year. So yeah.
Paris
But-
will be fun, dude. I mean,
Yeah, do you like it? I know you were there this in June. I know because we went out to dinner with Logan this summer, right? And we were talking about that.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there for the Olympics last summer. I mean, it was like the most beautiful city that time of year. Like everything was secure, locked down, and fucking athletes were running around the city. It was really cool. I mean, the restaurants were great.
Did you get to watch any of the Olympics?
Yes,
Did you see like any basketball games and stuff? Like
we
that?
saw women's basketball,
Okay.
and we saw women's golf,
Okay.
which was like an hour and a half outside the city.
Okay.
But that was a cool experience. And my family saw, like, I saw that and something else, like track. Does that sound like a thing? Are they doing track? In the
Yeah,
Olympics or
yeah.
something?
Summer Olympics, yeah. Track.
And then my family, like, they were there for longer and they saw all sorts of shit. But I was there for like hanging. I like to hang out in the cities, like go to the cigars, go to the clubs. I'm trying to think of like the clubs we did. Oh my god, we went to this famous restaurant late at night. I remember, dude, we booked, my buddy and I, Michael Baker. Shout out to Michael. I want to come out there again this summer. He's studying in Cambridge to be a doctor. So I
Wow.
flew into London. We did a week there, then we did a week in Brussels and a couple cities, and
Oh,
we did
yeah.
Amsterdam. Then we came down to Paris,
Oh yeah.
and then we did a couple days there, and then I did like 5 days into the south of France with my family.
Gorgeous.
So Michael was hanging out at my Cambridge hotel when I got into his country, and he's like a college student, so he's hanging out in like very nice apartment, but not, I guess, like the hotel I was at. So he's like, "Yo, let's go hang out at the spa." Like he liked the 5-star vibes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Hey man, here's what I'm doing. Like I'm gonna go to Paris for the Olympics with my family. Like you're more than welcome to join us and all this shit." So Michael books this fucking, which I love Michael, and I'm glad he did this because we're talking about it. Like he books like this 5-star hotel for a couple nights in Paris. Like it's like $1,000 a night per person. And dude, the bottom of this hotel is in a basement and had this crazy spot. I just remember like the one night before we went out, like we were like I'd go for runs and work out, and then I'd go down there and pool and steam and sauna, and then you meet these people, you're talking and like the one night I was like taking a shower, and I remember I almost just passed out because we just been partying and fucking sauna and it was like too much. But anyways, that night we went out, and I remember I was starving. We went to this fucking Paris like restaurant. We had to wait in line, and I was like so angry at this time because I was starving. But anyways, we got our food. And then these two dudes were sitting next to us. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck they were saying, but we became friends.
I was gonna say, like, did you have to know a lot of French or no?
No. A lot of them know English.
Okay.
So then we were sitting there, and like something happened, and like all four of us started laughing about something on the table, and then we started chatting. So these two dudes became our best friends that night, and we're still connected on Instagram. We message each other now. And they took us out throughout the city that night, like bar to bar to bar.
That's sick.
That's dope.
That's like you love those like authentic like connections and stuff. When like you just meet someone, they take you to the local spots like that. That's the best. That's the best way to do it.
Same thing in London. We were at the Ritz-Carlton cigar bar, and this Irishman was sitting in this corner, like, and I'm always, how I'm, you guys people watch and listen. I'm checking the vibes, like, who the fuck are these people? And then somehow that kid came over to our table or something, and then like when we were hanging out in London, we were hanging out a couple times. Like we went to different cigar bars, and same thing. We're like Instagram buddies now. He's messaging me. He knew more about American politics at that time than I did. Like these Europeans know all about Donald Trump. They know all about all these government officials. It's kind of crazy.
Interesting.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I wonder why they would even care, honestly.
Well, because we have such an influence.
That's
on
true.
them.
We got a lot of influence. Yeah.
Because that's exactly what he said. He's like, what happens in America, whether it's 3, 6, 9 months or 2 years later, happens in the European countries. And like their economy's based off the American economy. This guy was a flight attendant. These Europeans, when they learn that you're from America, they kind of have like a wide-eyed face at you because they look up to America, and they like, I don't want to say they're jealous, but they're like juiced up at the fact of our economy and our scalability.
We're still number one, baby. Come on now.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know. When did we hit up dinner with Logan? Where did we go? We went to Sullivan's. Did we go to Sullivan's or Eddie
we went
V's?
to Eddie V's.
Eddie V's.
Was that after August or what?
Yeah, I think.
You say Logan Rossi?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was in August, right?
I didn't
Eddie
even know
V's.
Yeah, Eddie V's. I
didn't even know you knew Rossi.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, he knows him
car
through
stuff.
the
Okay,
car
car
stuff.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah. He's doing another rally soon. Shout out Logan. But yeah, he was telling me to ask you about like brain rot and stuff like that. You know brain rot?
No, what the fuck is that?
Here, you want to inform Chase Gallagher on some good brain rot? Like, have you heard of like skibbity? You know, like skibbity?
Yeah, you guys gotta teach me about this shit. What is this?
Wait, hold on. Chase, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. I'm surprised you don't know.
Toom soror.
I don't even know that.
Can you guys wait? Let's do a lesson for the people that are watching, because I've been meaning to catch up on this new vocabulary, the huzz and the skibbity. Like
this is the clip right here.
So the best way I can describe brain rot is like it's basically brainless. The jokes you're making.
Okay.
Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like saying skibbity has like no meaning. It
Right.
Just, like doesn't even.
So you're just saying it just to like it means nothing. It's
It's
giggly
like think of like the reels we send each other. Like that's all like brain
right.
rot.
It's that skibbity.
Yeah.
Or no?
You wouldn't say it's skibbity, but like
Okay.
skibbity you would use in the same like context where it's like out of pocket, stupid, brainless.
Bro,
like,
this is when we start getting comments on the podcast where it's like make microphones more expensive. You know, we get this comment.
Yes. Yeah.
No, but yeah, brain rot, the huzz. Like I'm trying to think.
Huzz is just like you got that one.
Yeah.
Explain it. Well,
like,
do you know Huzz?
It's like the hose, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. to
like
my knowledge.
trying to think of like a good example, like trying to set up the podcast camera in front of the huzz, like you like be stumbling, like
Right.
next
right,
topic.
right,
Next
right,
topic.
right. Is there any other vocabulary words that people are
Oh
saying?
yeah, there's
definitely a lot
I
I
mean, come
can't
on,
think
you
of
know
right now.
Riz, right?
Right.
Well, that's been
Riz.
around for.
That's an easy one, but give me some new ones, guys.
What else? What else you got?
So now the big thing.
Look
we
up
were
brain
just-
rot terms.
We were just talking about foreign countries, right? The
Yeah.
new thing is this Italian brain rot.
Oh, I've heard about this,
Right.
but I don't even know it.
No, that's like that's the new thing. So that's very.
People really like Italian brain rot
Yeah, it's like.
because I don't even know it though. What are you looking up right now? What the heck?
This is ridiculous. I don't actually. Here, so like, here we go. Here's some Italian brain.
Classifica dei 10 migliori animali brain rot. Ballerina cappuccina. Mi 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 mi. Oi oi oi. Boburrito bondito. El bobrito gangster.
Poporito bandito.
Saturnita. De frente tu sei tanto bonita. Liri li lari la. Elefante nel deserto. Frigo camelo. Buffo farfallo.
What are we watching?
Centro della città. Capu capu cappuccino assassino. Assassini cappuccini. Trippi troppi. Troppa trippa. Tre topi trotterelli.
All right, yeah, you can shut that shit off. But
Yeah,
so I guess it's just a new little like brain rot language, little cute little funny words you could throw around.
It's horrible for our society.
It's just like, yeah, it's brainless is the best way I can explain
Yeah.
it, but
Eh,
I don't even know.
I had to ask about it. Yeah, Logan was like, you gotta ask Chase about brain rot.
Why did he say that, you think, Logan?
Because I was like, what do I ask? I was like texting him. I was like, because he texted me right before this. He's asking me about the Rafter gig last night. And then I was like, Chase is popping on the pod right now. He was like, you got to ask him about like brain rot and like edging and stuff. I was like,
Oh.
I was like, all right, I got you.
Well,
So,
we can't even talk about that, can we?
Next topic.
Not even gonna.
But yeah. Big. So are you going to do your fundraiser?
well, let's not. What do you mean edging? What do you mean?
We're just talking about like the landscaping term.
Okay,
edging.
okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
That one.
That's what I thought. Because the garden beds out here need to be edged.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta get a shovel involved.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, are you gonna do your fundraiser run again this year? Is
Yeah.
that happening?
Yeah, we're doing our fundraiser run. It's not gonna be August 26th. I believe it's September 1st.
All right.
I gotta get the
I'll be
exact
there.
date. Yeah, right down here. VK Brewing, 5K.
Hell yeah.
September 1st or 9th.
All right. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it. And walk the people through your kidney story again.
So I had a kidney transplant at the age of 20. Before that, leading up to that, in second grade, I was diagnosed with a rare kidney disease called C3G. There's no cure for the disease, so basically they just put you on a bunch of drugs. In my case, the disease kind of ran its course on my two original kidneys, and I went into kidney failure at 19. My dad donated his kidney to me, and we had the transplant surgery done at Penn Medicine when I was 20 on August 26th of 2021, and then since that point, I really I felt so much better after my transplant, obviously, and I lost like 30 pounds of water weight within 2 weeks. And so by the time I was able to get off the couch and do my thing, I just started walking, and then that walking led into running. And then, a year later, literally God put this thought into my head where I'm on a run, and I'm like, what if I did a marathon run August 26th? A marathon's 26.2 miles.
Yeah.
All these things came into my head, and I'm like, we're doing this. And then we put on this event a year after my kidney transplant, and I ran a marathon on the year anniversary of my kidney transplant.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it this year. I just ran the Broad Street run last Sunday.
How
a week
was
ago.
that?
It was awesome. 10 miles, it's the most iconic 10-mile race in the world, because there's 45,000 people that sign up. It's just a party. People are handing you shots while you're running on the streets of Philly. There's bands playing, the Temple marching band's out. It's 6 a.m. Everyone's out. It's a big it's a very communal city vibe type of thing, right? So yeah, 10-mile run. I did great. I placed top 4%.
Really?
It was fun. I had a blast. Yeah.
You ever run around Valley Forge?
Oh yeah, it's a great loop. Little
Dude.
5-mile loop.
I'm just getting back into it, and I felt like a little butterfly rolling around Valley Forge yesterday, because
Really?
I haven't
Was it
ran in
good?
months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? Little stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, gotta love that. I see the rollie on your wrist over there.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get that in New York?
Yeah, I got this Rolex at Tracks NYC.
Okay.
I got this. It'll be 2 years this coming July. I was out in New York City with my boy Sebastian Wolfgram, and he was like, yo, meet me in the Diamond District. I'm buying a Rolex. And he was like, we are buying a Rolex. I was like, listen, dude, I've wanted one, but I don't know if today's the day. Then we get into Tracks NYC. We're looking at one, and I was looking at basically there's one that's like this without the blue. And, that's the one I was originally going in there to get if I were to buy something. I wasn't prepared. And then the guy showed me this. I'm like, God damn, I feel like this gives me Batman vibes. and I bought this, and he was feeding us tequila at this point.
Oh yeah.
And
it's a good
that
business strat right there.
dude, it was crazy. He was giving us like this high end tequila. We were laughing and giggling, and Sebastian's like wheeling and dealing with him, and like we get a little discount in like lunch, and then we leave this store. And he has this blonde chick with him that's from here at Chester Springs, and I text my buddy like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Because my buddy runs a yachting company in New York City. So like this day comes together where my buddy picks us up from Chelsea Pier in a fucking yacht and drives us around Manhattan, and then we go like it was a crazy day. That was a blessing. And then I was just in New York City, like I think when you were doing the run thing, my buddy's got into this watch thing, and we were at the world's largest watch store, which is located in New York City.
What's it called?
Butcherer, Butcherer. So it's like it's the world's largest watch store. And my buddies that I met here at Mainline Armory, we were in Mainline Armory with my other two buddies, Jake and Sean. Jake's a real estate guy, Sean's a financial guy. They became friends with another member there, and this guy named Tim basically partners with watch companies and throws these watch parties. So we basically get invited to these watch events for free. And it's just 3 days of like high level networking, drinks, food, partying. Like, so it was really cool.
Definitely. Yeah. Do you plan to get into watches at all? Like anymore? Like more into it? Or you just kind of dropped it on that rollie and just not the biggest watch guy?
I would say I'm not like the biggest watch guy. Like some of these guys are into the art and the engineering of it. I would say like I'll probably buy more or less as like an investment strategy. Like I'll probably buy a watch a year or every other year. And then in 5 years, I'll have portfolio watches worth X amount or something like that. But you can only really wear one watch at a time. So then it's like, do I buy a $20,000 watch or do I just throw it in Bitcoin or towards another down payment? Like, what's the vibe?
Do you do crypto? I forget.
Yeah. But I'm not a big crypto guy, but I do own crypto, and I have a couple stories of my crypto.
I just got into it.
What do you own, Leo?
I just did Bitcoin, XRP, because me and Logan have been talking about XRP a lot. He thinks that's the next thing, which it could be.
I thought it already popped.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should I buy some XRP?
I just got Bitcoin, XRP. I just put like a couple bucks in the Dogecoin because why not? You have to. One more like SEI. Yeah. How about you?
I got dude. I meant to check my account, but I have a majority.
What do you use?
I use Coinbase.
That's what I use. Yeah.
And my story I was going to talk to you about if you wanted to talk about crypto on your podcast was back in the day, like 3 years ago, I had BlockFi, and do you guys remember when the whole crypto market got scammed by Sam Bankman-Fried?
Yeah. With FXP. What's it
FX?
called? FX.
I was gonna say FXI, but it's
FX something. XR. No.
No, it's come on. FTX.
FTX. Yeah.
So, just like Charles Schwab. It's a brokerage where I and you can go buy stocks. That's what BlockFi was for the crypto market. Now the laws around the crypto market were different. So Chase, let's say I had $50,000 of crypto. You could choose an option on your account to stake it like you would in a high yield savings account and earn interest off your assets. So me just being a fucking landscaper, I was like, yeah, why not earn interest? I was earning like 6% on my investments, but I also had the upside of the investment, if that makes sense. So basically what BlockFi was doing was lending out your pledged assets on the back end. And so BlockFi, Sam Bankman-Fried, when he was going under because he was day trading billions of dollars in the crypto market, said, hey, BlockFi, I need a loan for $500 million. The CEO of BlockFi lent him that. Sam Bankman went down, and then BlockFi filed bankruptcy and stole, what would have been today like $74,000 of my money.
Yeah.
And then since then, it was a 2-year process. They got through like phase 1, and they've only returned $14,000 of the $74,000.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
So what I've done differently, Leo, is in my Charles Schwab account, I have bought into a Bitcoin fund, the Fidelity Bitcoin fund, and I've just been slowly buying into that, not buying any more on Coinbase or these other platforms. And the benefit to someone like myself and maybe to you guys at some point could be in Charles Schwab and a lot of these brokerage accounts, you can lend against your assets. That's what the rich do, like Elon Musk and everything. So I could be invested into Bitcoin or Tesla or Facebook or Google, and Charles Schwab will lend me 70% of my account's value. So if I have an account worth 100 grand, they'll say, all right, Chase, you can take out almost like a savings account. I can type in a dollar amount and put it into my savings account, and I can take that money and do what I want with it. Now, they obviously charge me interest. It's like 6.5%. But that's a great way to say, all right, I'm going to take the upside of Tesla. I'm going to take my 100 grand and go flip a piece of property or whatever I'm going to do. You know what I mean? You could go buy a fucking G-Wagon with it if you wanted to. But you're kind of getting best of both worlds. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to follow it, but
So
yeah,
it's like
it's very that's interesting.
Yeah, take someone in my space that I I have liquid assets is what that called, like stocks, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then I'm also invested in real estate. So let's say I see a good deal in Downingtown, I see a beat to shit house for 200 grand. And I know that if I put 100 grand into it, that house will sell for 450 minus my 10% closing fees. I'm going to make 100 grand. So what I would do, instead of paying a hard money lender 12%, I'm going to go to my brokerage account, lend the 200 grand, buy the house with cash.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to use my cash to fix it up, sell it.
Right. Yeah.
All while my investment I never sold.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know Alex Serrano, No Wait List, like talking about watches on Instagram? You gotta look him up.
Look him up.
If you need watches, hit him up. So Austin Huffman, right? Weren't you at the dinner with him?
Valtronics guy.
Yeah, Valtronic.
Yeah.
So like we had him on the pod last year. He's the boy. Shout out Austin. Shout out all those boys. And then I worked at Valtronic this summer.
Do you know a guy named Brandon?
Yeah, that was my boss at Valtronic.
No shit. I was just at dinner with him at Eddie V's on Friday or Saturday night. Or no,
last night?
No, Friday night.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you just you and him, or?
No, I was with our buddies from my buddy Luke Kish and two other guys, and Brandon was sitting next to me, and he was talking about how he does the marketing for Valtronic, and and then I was, so I was just, he seems like a great guy.
Yeah, he's a boy.
And I was like, yo, dude, fucking, look at my landscape ad. What do you think? You know what I mean? He's just giving me some pointers and stuff.
Yeah, he'll be at the grad party.
Really?
Soon. Yeah. But yeah, Brandon's the boy. I did their podcast this summer. I did their podcast, and then I worked with wholesale a little bit. But
did you like it there?
Yeah, great. For a car guy, the environment's sick.
I want to check their operation out.
Yeah. I'm sure if you hit them up, they'd love to just pull up to the warehouse.
Yeah.
But anyway, so with the watch guy, they have their boy. His name's Alex Serrano. He did like some crazy amount of watch sales. I forget the exact number. I want to say like he did over 1 million or over 500,000 in watch sales in like in 1 year. He's a total beast, and it might even I don't want to throw out numbers. I don't know what the exact figure is. I forget, but I just remember when I introduced him on the Valtronic episode, he's the boy when it comes to watches.
Yeah,
he's
I'm sure
the man.
he does. That's one thing when we're at dinner in Philly. Austin was like, he was like, oh, I don't know much about you, but I know you have a good taste in watches. I was wearing my Rolex. I was like, okay, good.
Yeah. Why were you out with him? What was that connection?
We were same thing. The group from KOP of Lifetime and like the business guys there basically. Again, another thing where it's like I was sitting in the sauna. This dude sits next to me, and we're talking about tax benefits and what he does. I had never heard of it, so I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what is he talking about? But super successful entrepreneur, really, really great guy. Shout out to Luke Kish, a mentor of mine. Like we hit up Eddie V's every couple of weeks and we sit down. Hey, what's our problems? What's next? And what are we going to focus on? And like, it's really great when like he's about our age difference type of deal, and he's a lot more successful. And it's like when you're a young guy, you want to prove yourself. And so when you're in that type of leverage conversation, if this makes any sense, it's like you're gonna put your foot to the fire and make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we went to Eddie V's, like we got to hit that up again at some point because I loved Eddie V's.
I love it too. I was at Capitol Grill last night. I'm like, because I hadn't been there in years. I'm like, all right, let's check the vibe. But Eddie V's is better.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I've only been to Capitol Grill once or twice, but yeah, I mean it's good. It's good, of course.
Eddie V's.
I just went to 9 Prime in Westchester. I think it's a little overrated.
Way over fucking rated.
The vibe is great. The vibe is great, but the food's so overrated. It's overpriced.
Atmosphere is 10 out of 10. Like
Yeah.
vibes, but the food is horrible. I hate to be so mean, and I don't give a fuck about like I go to Chick-fil-A like all the time, but like the bill is gonna be this is what I tell everyone. The bill is gonna be the same as if you were to go to Barclays Prime in Center City and have the best steakhouse in this whole Philly suburbs, but you're gonna get like calamari that you can barely eat, and like the service, not to be mean to Westchester students, but the service is gonna be like an inexperienced Westchester person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Me and Logan were talking about. So we went out to dinner with our boy Dylan Hartman. He was on the pod. We were saying we gotta all four of us head up to dinner because you know Dylan.
Dude,
right?
I know Dylan. I gotta message him. I know he started his business at the end of last year, and he's been grinding. And yeah, dude, we gotta text him. I'm always passing his fucking house, and
yeah.
You know, he's a good guy. He used to give me YouTube tips and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely, bro. We shall see. Big summer ahead of us. Kyle, any other big plans?
Gotta get a job.
Get a job.
Working on that. Yeah, might do some.
You'll be making that landscaping money in the next week or two. With
Are you landscaping, Kyle?
So we just every year we've been like
We're
like we were
just
saying earlier, just like we do the mulch for.
My dad just gives us
his
a couple
house.
bucks to the mulch.
Oh, okay, just at one house.
Yeah,
I was
just
about
his
to have to
house.
take you fuckers out for a second for your competition. No, but look. So to answer your question on the crypto, I got some XRP. I have Cardano, Solana,
Okay.
Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Filecoin.
Okay.
I mean, how do you even navigate like know what's gonna like do well and what isn't?
It's
What are you betting on,
you
like?
don't.
You don't, dude.
Yeah,
You
it's
fucking
it's
don't.
Then what do you?
so-
Then what?
it's just-
Why do you like? Are
it's
you
like-
throwing that investment in there with the?
It's a lot of gambling.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
have
say with the-
Shiba Inu. I got Shiba Inu
Okay.
too.
Are you making this investment with the expectation you could lose it? Like
110%. Dude,
Yeah.
I've
so
lost.
it's almost like like you're saying like gambling in a way where it's like if you play poker like you should play like with the expectation you might
Yeah.
lose it, but
It's-
you could also
it's-
win big.
Yeah, it's very different from like
Yeah.
just doing regular stocks and stuff like that. for
Yeah, but
sure.
even in regular stocks, guys, I've lost like one stock. I lost $65,000 on.
What was it?
Neo.
Okay.
It's basically like the Tesla of China,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
What happened to them?
Well, come on.
basically, you know, since Trump.
So since tariffs.
And it's not even this. It's not even this presidency. This was previous presidency. I had a family member who's in the EV, high up in the EV industry, separate company that basically supplies the lithium to these EV companies. She
I
kept-
invested in something like that a few years ago. I think the company's name was Lithium, like battery supply for all these EVs. I invested in that. It did all right.
Was it called Livent?
I feel like the ticker was like LITH or something. I'm not sure.
All right.
Continue.
But anyways, I was listening to this family member that was like, "Oh, you know, like buy this stock, they're gonna be blowing up." And I thought I was taking advice from the right person in that industry. Hey, like just like Warren Buffett does deals that from information that we don't really know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not like insider trading. It's like, hey, you know, this stock looks good, da da da. So I started buying in, and I was being a dumb, you know, young person. I was like, hey, like I wasn't analyzing the investment. I was trusting word of mouth, and that's a stupid fucking thing. And I just remember I kept buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, and then the market tanked in. That's a thing you can say on the podcast in 2022. Like literally, I lost half of my stock portfolio's worth in the matter of like a month and a half. And I remember every night that year, I'd go to bed listening to Meet Kevin. I'd listened to this guy since I was 18 years old. And I put all my money in, most of my money in stocks, and literally I lost like a huge chunk of my net worth. And I remember I had so much anxiety that year. I'd go to bed like listening to, because he had daily updates on the stock market and specific stocks, like thinking, oh, it's gonna come back, it's gonna come back, it's gonna come back. But the Neo thing, I talked to a couple advisors, and they were like, listen, dude, like you can sit there and have a negative 65K on your balance sheet, or you can sell what you have and just take your tax loss for tax purposes and shit. And so I ended up selling out of it.
Yeah.
So that one fucking stung.
Yeah, that's
dude. That
interesting.
fucking stings.
Yeah, that does sting. All right. Well,
It's all a little bit of gambling, I guess.
It is gambling, dude. It's gambling, especially with stocks.
It's just crazy. It's like people I feel like are so supportive. Like, oh, invest in stocks or invest in whatever.
well,
And it's
I'd
well, I
say
guess
it's a good thing to invest.
yeah.
Like just do it smartly to an extent. You know?
Yeah, that statement 100%. It's
Yeah.
a good thing to invest. Like what you're investing in, you gotta. Yeah, where are you going to college?
I'm going to Pitt.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit up the casino, Chase?
Yes.
Yeah. How much?
I've hit up
How much have you lost?
I've hit up all the casinos, dude. Like I remember we flew out to Oklahoma when I was 18 for my 18th birthday because you could gamble when you're 18 in Oklahoma. I've lost thousands of dollars, but nothing like stocks.
Yeah.
I've probably lost a max $2,500.
I just it makes me think. I just learned. So I had prom this past Friday. I just learned how to play like what's it called, like craps. Is that what you call it? I just learned how to play that. That was cool. We didn't
Wow,
actually
you guys are
no
learning
real
young.
money.
Boys
but-
cashing out.
Yeah, what is this thing with young like high schoolers about casinos and gambling? Like I was at my client's house and her son.
Oh, we
you know,
love poker.
Yeah,
All the
like
kids
she was
love
like,
poker.
"Oh, they just did a had a poker night." I'm thinking, "Sweetheart, that's for fucking 45-year-olds," you know? Like, but that's good, I guess. You guys are learning that.
Well, I think it's
I
more
just
so,
tried
like,
to-
with just like not like casino games, more just like poker. Like
No money involved.
no, we definitely I played last night with my friends. We played poker.
I
I
just
lost a little money, but it's fine.
I just tried to sign up for like the sports betting apps because I thought you could do it at 18. And it's like 20. It's like they need like a long credit history, and you got to be like at least 21, I guess, for that. And it didn't make most sense because like I swear it was 18, but whatever. It's weird because I wanted to bet on the Kentucky Derby last weekend. Dude, I picked the Kentucky Derby winner last week, and I've picked this is like weird for me. I've picked I never watch horse racing other than the Kentucky Derby, right? So in the past 5 years, I've picked the winner of the Kentucky Derby 3 times. Like, what are
Really?
the odds of that? Like,
We should give him some money. And,
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
know?
saying.
put it
Or
on.
like here,
investment
like
there.
take my account. You know what I mean? Or have your dad make an account. You put money in
I
there
know.
or something.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I
Yeah.
was saying really like all the boys like to run poker. I think it's fun because it's like there's a little bit of skill on like play a little Texas Hold'em.
well, I was talking
Little
about
bit of skill in
yesterday, like counting cards, like
Yeah.
because like the basics of counting cards doesn't seem that hard, but I think you have to be like genius to learn how to truly count cards.
Well, how does that
right.
really help you? I don't understand.
It's so
You're
it's
playing
like
the odds. Is that what it is?
it's-
Like, what do you
so
use
it's
counting
doing
cards?
math in your head the whole time. So like I'll look up the exact definition after I spew this, but I think it's like if the card's a low number, so like 2 to 6, you subtract 1 in your head. So it's like, all right, you get a card -1. If it's middle number, like 7 to 10 or 7 to 11 or something, it's like just 0, like net 0. And then if it's anything above an 11, it's +1. So like you're constantly like +1, -1, 0, +1, -1. But somehow, yeah, that helps you like play the odds. I know-
Okay, interesting. But that takes away like the fun. Like there's no bluffing. There's no.
but it's not about the fun. It's
Yeah,
about
it's about
winning
winning.
money.
Yeah, it's about winning money, I guess. But I guess that's the difference. Like when I play poker with my friends, it's like I want to have some fun. Like bluff a few hands and 7 deuce bluff.
There's a good movie called 21. Have you seen it?
I think I've watched
It came out in like the early 2000s. It's a true story. All these MIT math geniuses, like they had a
Right.
group of like 10 MIT kids, like ultra smart, just totally mathematical, and they didn't know how to play poker. They'd never played poker before, and they were like, "Here, learn how to count cards." And because they could do all the math, they were just like like calculators in their head, and they were just winning 100 grand, 100 grand, 100 grand, counting
Really?
cards. Card count. It's in blackjack. Is a strategy where players track the ratio of high and low cards remaining in the deck,
Yeah,
allowing
blackjack.
them, allowing them to make
Oh, okay, that's why. I was like,
poker.
how are
Yeah.
you gonna play that in Hold'em? Yeah.
allowing them to make more informed decisions about betting and playing their cards. By keeping a running count, players can assess whether the deck is favorable for the player or the dealer. So it's like if you keep a track, you know like
Right.
how much to bet.
Okay, that makes sense. I just don't like blackjack.
Like
That's
'cause-
usually what we play when you go to the casinos. Blackjack.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, card counting is a form of advantage play which gives the player a statistical edge over the casino. Casinos are designed to make money, and card counting can potentially lead to significant losses. Like, casinos are allowed to ban you if they suspect
yeah.
card counting, which is like, it's dumb because it's like it's
Second
legal.
they'll lose
It's
money.
legal, but yeah, the casino's allowed to kick you out for it. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's a good place to wrap this up. Yeah,
Poker.
Chase, what are the goals this summer, year? Get in that private jet. What are the
goal is
long-term
to
goals?
do 3 to 5 million in my landscape construction company. Add to the real estate portfolio, just kind of like lightly. It's a side thing. I need to keep it a side thing. My goal, I got to talk to you after this, is I want to start doing YouTube consistently.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I want to get a private jet. I don't know if that's this year. I'm setting myself up the foundation to do that. I might even look into possibly maybe like buying into a local jet at like the Coatesville airport.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not owning 100%, but owning 20% of it, something like that.
Partial ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, we'll have to hit dinner at some point soon. If you can pop on my grad party, I'll see you then. Maybe we'll smoke a stogie.
Yes, dude, I'll bring, like, what's the vibe of your grad party? Is it like straight and narrow, or is it like let's get fucked up and end up like on the
it's gonna be pretty crazy because the guy who's playing it, Chris Raffer, the musician, once he starts going, let's just say he has a good time. It's always a crazy time when he starts playing.
How did you get connected to Chris?
I had him on the podcast 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and
also
then
went to our high school. That too.
Oh,
yeah,
you went to your high school.
I didn't know him
And
through
he's
that at all.
stepbrothers with people I know.
Like he's 10 years older than me. Like I didn't know that.
He's 28 then?
He's 29. Yeah.
Okay. You're 18 though.
Yep. Yeah. So 11.
No,
But,
I know. I just
yeah.
wanted to see if you were 19. You're 18.
Yeah, I'm 18.
But anyway, yeah. So he'll be going crazy, and then there, like right now, there's like almost 200 people they're gonna pull up. It's gonna be all the high school kids, all the boys.
Yep.
It'll be a fun time. So like, yeah, and also at graduation, like it's tradition to like smoke stogies. You know what I mean? Like once you
gotta bring
graduate,
Stokes to the graduation.
you gotta hook me up with like some good quality stogies. And
Yeah,
I'll
I got
bring-
a couple
I'll
at my
bring some.
house. Like I'll
All
give
right.
you we gotta wrap them, but I have like CMG cigars.
Okay. Are they good quality?
Yeah.
All right.
They're Ashton cigars, like nothing like crazy high end, but like good, you know,
All
what
right.
I smoke.
I'll have to yeah.
Is that even legal? Like honestly.
Well, at graduation, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Well, no one's
smoke
gonna
them.
stop you, but I thought like, what's the legal?
No,
smoking
yeah,
age
at
or stuff like
graduation you
that.
can't.
Oh,
yeah.
true. It's probably 21 now.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
fine.
but
like
At graduation, it's like an
everyone-
exception.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
right.
whatever.
Now bring some Stokes, light that bitch up.
Oh yeah.
You know, house party, cigars,
I'll be seeing you soon next
You
month.
know.
Let's do it. All right. Well,
some tequila.
I think my parents are planning to get a bartender for my grad party, so we'll see.
200 people, man. They better like. What is your mom gonna be sitting there, you know, shaking drinks all night?
Yeah, no. But yeah, we'll be in touch. Big things coming, guys. Leo Kosach, Kyle Cohen, Chase Gallagher. Thank you for being here.
See you guys.
Peace.